everyone, this is Nikachu, and I'm here with my brother as we play Simic Merfolk in Modern, also known as Tropical Fish. The community created name.
They gave it a name?
They gave it a name, Tropical Fish. If we can stick to this name long enough, maybe Wizards will pick it up. I think we have a better chance with Tropical Merfolk, but Tropical Fish just sounds beautiful. But before we get into our match, we're going to thank our sponsor, themanabase.com. If you want to check out the hottest Pauper action, go check out Austin Hoey's Pauper Ponderings on themanabase.com. So we won the die roll, which is great. I'm doing pretty good on the die rolls, and the hand is not exactly threat dense, but it's fine. It's fine enough to keep. We've got like 4 lands. We have a Spreading Seas that could help us redraw into something.
You're coming into this 3-0, right?
Yes, yes I am. We're 3-0 so far. Doing pretty good. Against Pisoriasaurus. Oh yeah, that's how we do it.
Maybe it's Storm again.
What to do? I guess there's a chance I'm not going to play this Spreading Seas on turn 1 just in case they have a fetch land, and I will just play a Naked Harbinger. But then I don't even need to do that. Like, I don't have any 2-drops. I could play Mutavault and attack with it next turn. I'll open ourselves up to the possibility of drawing Lords or something like that. Actually, do you know what? No, it's hard to tell what's more correct. If I play Cavernous Souls on Merfolk so I can cast Branchwalker, then I can't play Mutavault and Spreading Seas. What is this? Oh, it's the mirror. Wah, wah, wah. So Spreading Seas, not good right now.
You don't know that.
Well, there's Command Speaker. We can cast Command Speaker. I'm a little hesitant to play the Harbinger of the Tides. It's a very good trump card. I could play Mutavault Spreading Seas. Well, what if I do play Cavernous Souls, Harbinger of the Tides? I mean, I do get on the board pretty well. Okay, we'll do that. Oh no, but then I have to play Cavernous Souls? But then I have to play the Mutavault next turn for Merfolk. No, okay, we're just going to get aggressive, Merfolk. I'm not sure what's the best thing to do here, but I don't want to use my Spreading Seas for nothing right now. Feels like a pretty poor loose use of Harbinger of the Tides here. But we are on the play. We are on the aggressive. We can play Command Speaker at end of turn with our Vial. We'll get a Merfolk and a Mutavault in play, and then we'll have like a turn to put another Lord in play. It's a pretty aggressive line. We are up on cards. Let's try to punish our opponent. Unclaimed territory. So this is like the budget version of Cavernous Souls. I honestly would just play with another island or fetch land or something. There's the Branchwalker. Okay.
Still could be Bug Delver.
So an island enter the battlefield, so they have an island in their hand. Any specific island? On the same island. So fortunately, it didn't get bigger, so Mare Regery will get through this Branchwalker. Unfortunately, even if they had a Command Speaker, nothing can trade profitably. Like, they have to double block either the Command Speaker. They have to double block Harbinger or Command Speaker in order to trade with them. So we're high. We're ahead on resources here. Just like, in case I forget. I could Spreading Seas this thing. It's not entirely irrelevant.
Does Merfolk pump up his Merfolk too, or just yours?
No, just mine. We got a Silvergill Adept, that's good. I could play the Silvergill Adept. But chances are, like, I'm 100% playing this Merfolk, so I guess we should just keep the Silver... I mean, if we play the Silvergill Adept, we'll have we'll have a little bit of extra information for ourselves. I don't think that's that relevant here, though. I think we are 100% attacking. Charge! Actually, do you know what? This is maybe a little bit better because we are threatening to put a Lord in play if the Ether Vial is untapped. Alright. Pass it to our opponent. So we gotta be careful. We have to be careful of Harbinger of the Tides. We have to be careful of... Not sure what else we should be careful of. They put another green thing in play. We're gonna Spreading Seas this unclaimed territory. It will be claimed by us. The other Merfolk tribe. Mass of the Pearl Trident.
He works for him now.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to take 3. And maybe we'll draw a Lord. Another Lord would be nice, so that we can get our range of, like, Dismember. So now this is definitely a spot where we will want to use Merfolk Branchwalker at our upkeep. Our hand is empty, and there's very little use for the Ether Vial. So we will do this. We will do the... Oh no! I auto... Yielded this thing. Alright, so... Oh no, but I still got this. I still have it. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. We just say no. But we still have priority. It's fine. I overreacted, people.
5 years on, he still doesn't know.
That's great. We'll put that on top. And we'll draw it. We'll play it. I guess we'll tap... I could tap the Ether Vial, or I can untap an island. Does our opponent lose? 4, 7, lethal. Okay, so we'll tap the Ether Vial. This is Harbinger of the Tides or Phantasmal Image. It won't do anything. And they concede. The power, people. The power of Mirror Reader and stuff. Okay, I understand. The game has ended. How do I get to our sideboard?
Bugs.
Yeah, bug. There we go. Let me get to my sideboard. We have nothing. We have just zilch for this matchup. What we do have is a very good main deck. We have a very aggressive... I think, yeah, well, I mean, the Spreading Seas aren't great. Is there anything we could replace them with? Maybe Natural State. It only hits Ether Vial and... just hits Ether Vial and maybe Spreading Seas, but that's pretty poor. I think I'd rather have the Spreading Seas, even though it's pretty bad. I could take out one Spreading Seas, put in a Dispel. But good question is, how many tropical fish decks are playing instants and sorceries in their sideboard, like, for this matchup? I don't think many. I think I'm just going to leave it as it is.
If you could have 5 more cards in your sideboard, what would you put in there?
Hercule's Recalls, probably. Honestly, yeah. If I was just given 4 extra slots, I'd just jam them with Hercule's Recalls. This hand's slow, but we can't throw it away. We'll keep this.
They should have like a sideboard plus category.
Oh, this is not good. Our opponent has the Ether Vial start. We do not have the Ether Vial start, so I'll play Floodstrand and pass. Take the opportunity to fetch it end of turn. Get a Breeding Pool. Well, they have a slow start. That's not too bad. I mean, they're going to catch up with Ether Vial. But at least they're not... Ugh, that's ugly. We have no choice. We have to play this Ether Vial, even though it's like a turn late. It's just much better than... If we don't draw land, if we don't peel lands... Anyway, our opponent isn't going to be very explosive, and our hand is an Ether Vial ready hand. It's just got tons of creatures. So in 2 more turns, we can start using our Ether Vial and get up to speed. And also it helps us make use of Harbinger of the Tides, followed up by Phantasmal Image, which can copy Harbinger of the Tides. This is gonna be a funny match. Harbinger of the Tides may not be perfect because of the Ether Vial. Just redeploy the creature back onto the battlefield. Master of the Pearl Trident, okay. It's a little concerning that they showed that card.
You should just put MOTPT.
I could, but you know what? I'm not. Write the whole thing. Well, we have a bunch of Silvergill Adepts. Branchwalker might be worth more damage, though. I think we'll just put the Branchwalker, and it'll also help us scry. Spring Seize is definitely going on into the graveyard. That's the last thing I need to see right now. So we're going to get nailed for a decent chunk of damage here. Master of the Pearl Trident is going to hit the battlefield. We're going to get hit for 8. Sorry, hit for 6, maybe 8. So it looks like it's going to be 8 right now. And it's not over, but it's not good looking. We do have Harbinger of the Tides. The ugly thing about bouncing Silvergill Adepts, though, is that
Draws them more cards.
Yeah, it draws them more cards. It's not lovely. So we're at 11, and they have a handful of cards. I could attack with the Branchwalker, Violin, and just play a Harbinger, bounce a Silvergill Adept, and then I can Phantasmal Image copy something. Trying to figure out, do I want to play a Mare Regery here? Can I live to tell the tale? If I attack for 3, put him down to 16. Or sorry, let's say I play Cavernous Souls, play Mare Regery, attack for 4, put them down to 15. I can use Aether Vial, flash in Harbinger of the Tides. Bounce, let's say a Master of the Pearl Trident. How much could I get attacked for here? Oh, quite a bit. If they've got a bunch of lords, we're dead. The thing is, if I can untap with this Mare Regery, I can Violin, Phantasmal Image, copy the Mare Regery, play Lord of Atlantis, and I will have 15 points of damage on the board, and that's enough to win the game. Because I can play the Lord of Atlantis. Otherwise, I can play Merfolk. I can just attack for 3 with Merfolk Branchwalker. Then play Harbinger of the Tides, bounce Silvergill Adept, and hold up Aether Vial to play another Harbinger of the Tides in the form of Phantasmal Image. And if I do that, how much damage can we push through? Well, there's no way we can win next turn if we take that line, so I'm going to take this line. I think we're too far behind for this. We just have to hope that our opponent has, like, no lords. There's a lot of ways we can lose here. Definitely a lot of ways we can lose here. Like, our opponent can take the vial up to 3, play a creature, make us tap our Aether Vial. Opponent could just play another lord and we lose. Well, I mean, just any lord is probably going to be lethal. Kopala? Hopefully Kopala. No, it's Mare Regery. So, like, that's enough. That's a lot. And they're just doing the same thing that we did to them last time. That's weird. See, that's irrelevant. I don't think it helps us, though. Can bounce one of these things. This is still 5, 10, 14 damage. Yeah, it's too much. Concede. Alright, go on to the next game. Is Natural State enough?
Yeah.
That would be such a blowout.
Crack his Aether Vial.
Alright, let's bring one in. I don't really believe in bringing a whole lot of these in. I would hate to be flooded on this card. It was probably I don't know where it's better. No, actually, it's probably just as good on the play. I would love to play first. Only we're gonna bring in one. Well, that hand's useless. Ugh. This hand's not useless, but I mean, I need to draw some blue source the next turn. If this was a breeding pool, I would keep it. Honestly, I don't want to gamble on this hand, even though it sort of looks good. Like these two cards could be completely dead. So I'll mulligan one more time. Yeah, we can keep this. This is useless. I need lands now, not later.
Need lands now, not later? Loan.
Yeah.
Instant land loan.
This hand's not ideal, but you know, it's playable. Still needs lands. Well, that's not good news. That is good news. What to do? Spreading Seas and Island? I should have brought in all the natural states. All the natural states. I sort of want to play Phantasmal Image, but this is sort of like a really poor way of playing it. On the other hand, it's like the most aggressive thing I can do right now. So we'll just go for it. Like, simple Harbinger of the Tides can like blow this guy up. It's not ideal, but we've mulliganed to 5. If we draw a land, maybe we can aggro out our opponent. But they're curving out pretty well. Well, we're going to Spreading Seas that unclaimed territory, if nothing else. Merfolk Branchwalker. Kopala, Warden of Waves, seen on the top of their deck. Oh, we get Cavern Souls, perfect. Merfolk. And here I'm very happy to trade one of these guys, one of my Kumena speakers for this Merfolk Branchwalker. You sort of have to be very aggressive. You gotta put your opponent in the position of blocking, because if you hold creatures back, then maybe this Ether Vault gets out of control and our opponent has like a ton of creatures on the board and then we die. It's really good to keep our opponent's creatures to an absolute minimum. So they have a Kopala.
Kopala. The Warden.
No, the Warden. By the way, this is a win-win no matter what. No matter what.
Merfolk wins.
Yeah, Merfolk wins. There's no losers here. Nice, a Dismember. Our opponent doesn't have Harbinger of the Tides because they would have copied this thing.
Well, Spreading Seas that same territory.
No, I might as well Spreading Seas this. I feel like keeping Phantasmal Image just in case our opponent plays something good, so yeah, we'll Spreading Seas this. And I'll hope for a land. And if we draw land, I'll attack with Mutavault. No, draw Branchwalker. It's fine. Nothing to play on turn 2. Okay, so our opponent might have a clunky hand. If Kopala, like what else could you have? So you didn't have anything to do on turn 2? So you have Copala. Or maybe you're protecting a Master of Waves. That's possible. Oh no. Maybe you just have a bunch of 3-drops? Copala. Oh, okay. I see you were setting up Marigiri so that you could do this. I don't get it. I thought you were going to blow up my Kumena speaker. What is going on? Another Ether Vial. So your hand is empty. Oh, come on. You could have blew up my Kumena speaker. Oh, no. The missteps.
Copy his...
I can copy the Marigiri. I could just play Master of the Pearl Trident and attack for 3 and then threaten lethal next turn. And if I draw a Lord, then I can play Phantasmal Image, copy. Yeah, this seems like the thing to do. I'm only going to get blown up by like another Dismember. Hopefully they don't have that. So I'm threatening lethal with like Mutavault and the Command Speaker next turn. Hopefully they don't draw a Merfolk. They need a Merfolk to activate Marigiri and then target Command Speaker. So they could have done. That was a punt by them. Maybe they'll see it this time. Ooh, okay. Redraw. Here comes Copala. You should really attack with both of them. Or maybe not. No, that's not true. Need something to block, I guess. So, well, I'm not blocking. That's for sure.
Weak.
Harbinger of the Tides. This is so awkward. I just want one more land. Sort of looks like the play is just Phantasmal Image, copy,
Pump them all up and swing.
like they can't even Violin Harbinger here. Yeah, Phantasmal Image, copy Master of the Pearl Trident. They would need Vapor Snag, and it looks like they're a Dismember deck. I mean, they could have like, Vapor Snag at the same time. If they play Dismember, they go to 2, and like Command Speaker still gets in for 3 damage for the win. I don't risk too much doing this. Oh, I better tap with these lands. And actually, do you know what? I'm not risking anything. If the Marigiri goes to block my Master of the Pearl Trident, like, so be it. No big deal. And that's the manabase.com. Get dunked on instant replay. What can I tell you? Phantasmal Image, a huge pile of garbage for the last few years, but it's making a comeback. Phantasmal Image making a big comeback, big time. And it's helped us win the mirror here in Tropical Fish. The Tropical Fish Mirror, fish on fish, on the tropical island. I don't know what else to say about that. Oh, I know. Again, like Command Speaker, huge upgrade, way better than Curse Catcher in this matchup. Dealt so much more damage, and even Phantasmal Imaging, like the Command Speaker, was absolutely worth it.
What makes it a 2+2? What makes it a +1?
If you have an island or another Merfolk in play, it's turned on by islands and turned on by other Merfolk.
I get sometimes turned on by islands.
Yeah, that's right. So anyway, we're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. We're also going to thank themanabase.com for being our sponsor. This has been Nikachu and his brother playing Tropical Fish in Modern.